Come on, Chiefs fans! Breaking news! The Chiefs just made a sneaky move ahead of tomorrow's matchup against the Cleveland Browns, and it's turning some heads. Another signing has been confirmed. But is it a strategic signing? Before we go any further, make sure to hit that like button if you truly believe the Chiefs roster has what it takes to win the Super Bowl this season. Man, in my opinion, we have what it takes to win this Super Bowl, and with each game we're adjusting to make that happen. If possible, I'd like you to write in the comments something like, "Let's go Chiefs! Let's win the Super Bowl!" Kansas City assigned former Browns defensive end Siaki Ika to the practice squad. Now, if you're scratching your head, here's the story. Ika was Cleveland's third-round pick in 2023, a player they expected to become a force on the defensive line. But things didn't go as planned. He appeared in just 4 games during his rookie season with little to show for it on the stat sheet. The Browns quickly gave up on him, and now he's headed to Kansas City just days before we face Cleveland. Is this a classic Andy Reid move? Quite possibly. Signing a player who was only in the Browns system could give the Chiefs a slight edge. While Ika didn't light up the field in Cleveland, he knows the playbook, its tendencies, and the mentality of this defense. And hey, in the NFL, every little bit counts, especially as we chase the AFC's #1 seed. Now, can Ika stick with the Chiefs long-term? That's the real question. At 6 feet 4 inches and 315 pounds, this guy is a massive presence, and in college at Baylor, he showed flashes of being a dominant force. He recorded 70 tackles, 5 sacks, and 3 pass defenses, proving he has the tools, he just needs the right system and coaching. If anyone can unlock his potential, it's Kansas City. But for now, this seems like a smart, calculated move to prepare for the Browns. Chiefs fans, what do you think? Is this just a strategic signing to gain information, or could Ika become a hidden gem for Kansas City? Let's dive in because we have kicker drama as Kansas City prepares for Week 15. The Chiefs have officially released kicker Matthew Wright, and that's because Harrison Butker is back, folks. After missing time recovering from knee surgery to repair a torn meniscus, Butker is ready to return to action and will be on the field for Sunday's game against the Cleveland Browns. Now, let's not forget what Wright has done for us. Last week, he hit a game-winning 31-yard field goal against the Chargers, sealing a 19-17 victory and helping us clinch our 9th consecutive AFC West title. Moments like that don't go unnoticed, but with Butker healthy again, Kansas City is rolling with their Pro Bowl kicker as they prepare for the playoffs. This isn't the first time Butker has battled injuries. Remember, last season he missed several games with a sprained ankle. But when he's on the field, he's as reliable as they come, one of the best in the NFL. Having him back is great as the Chiefs look to secure the top seed and home field advantage in the AFC. So, Chiefs fans, what do you think? Are you happy to see Butker back in action, or do you think Wright deserved a little more playing time? Let's talk about the return of a game-changing weapon for Kansas City. Marquise Hollywood Brown has been cleared to return to practice. That's right, after missing the entire regular season thus far, Brown is ready to take the field again. The Chiefs are expected to open their 21-day practice window, and this could be the perfect time as the team sharpens its focus for another deep run in the postseason. For those who may have forgotten, Brown suffered a sternoclavicular joint injury in the preseason and went on injured reserve in September. When the Chiefs signed him to a 1-year deal in March, expectations were high. Hollywood's reputation as a speedster who stretches defenses and racks up big yardage plays made him an ideal target for Patrick Mahomes. Now, with him back in the mix, this offense could look a lot more explosive. Here's where things get interesting. The Chiefs have faced a lot of adversity in their wide receiver room this season. Rashee Rice, who emerged as Mahomes' go-to guy early on, suffered a season-ending knee injury in Week 4. To fill the void, the Chiefs went out and signed veteran receiver DeAndre Hopkins in October, and he's already making waves, leading the team in touchdowns despite playing in just 7 games. Add to that the emergence of rookie Xavier Worthy, who's quickly becoming a threat downfield, and you have a group that's already showing serious potential. But let's consider what happens now with Hollywood Brown in the picture. The Chiefs' offense hasn't looked quite like its usual high-flying self this year, averaging 227 passing yards per game, down from 246 yards per game last season. Brown's speed and big play ability could be the missing link. Throw in DeAndre Hopkins on short and intermediate routes, Xavier Worthy's deep ball potential, and, of course, Travis Kelce, and suddenly this offense looks scary again. Imagine Patrick Mahomes dropping back, with Hollywood driving downfield, Hopkins creating mismatches, Worthy drawing attention, and Kelce roaming the middle. That gives Kansas City a diverse, multi-level passing attack just in time for the most critical stretch of the season. Here's the big question, Chiefs fans, how soon can Hollywood Brown get back to his explosive self? Recovering from injuries and adjusting to the speed of the game after months on the sidelines is no easy feat, but if he can return to form, Brown could be the X-factor that takes this offense from solid to unstoppable as the Chiefs chase another Super Bowl title. So what do you think? Will Marquise Hollywood Brown be the missing piece for the Chiefs offense? Let's talk about something that's making headlines right now. Isaiah Pacheco's NFL fine. After the Chiefs' big win over the Chargers. So here's what happened. During Kansas City's 19-17 win over the Los Angeles Chargers on Sunday Night Football, Pacheco found himself in a bit of controversy. In the second quarter, on a pass from Patrick Mahomes, Pacheco ducked his head and made helmet-to-helmet contact while scrambling for extra yards. At the time, the referees didn't throw a flag, and the game continued as normal. But as we all know, the NFL League Office reviews plays like this after the fact, and they decided to slap Pacheco with a hefty $45,020 fine. Now, let's put this in perspective. Pacheco has been a key player for the Chiefs since returning to the lineup. He's coming back from a fractured fibula, an injury that sidelined him for weeks, but he's been running like a man on a mission. The ground game has looked sharper, and Pacheco's intensity and physicality have been exactly what the Chiefs need to balance out their offense. In his 4 games this season, he has racked up 234 rushing yards on 55 carries, along with a rushing touchdown. Not to mention his 3 receiving touchdowns, which highlight how versatile he's become. Despite the fine, it's clear that Pacheco's physical style of play is what makes him a fan favorite. He's relentless, tough, and brings that never-back-down attitude every time he touches the ball. But this situation raises a question, will the fine change the way he approaches the game? The NFL has made player safety a major focus, so these helmet-to-helmet plays are under the microscope more than ever. Looking ahead, the Chiefs are gearing up for their Week 15 road trip to face the Cleveland Browns. Kansas City is on a 3-game winning streak with an impressive 12-1 record and the number 1 seed in the AFC. ESPN BET currently has the Chiefs as 4.5-point favorites, and ESPN's prediction gives Kansas City a 60% chance to win. With Pacheco back in the mix and the offense looking sharper each week, the Chiefs are in prime position to finish the regular season strong. So, Chiefs fans, what do you think of this fine? Do you think Pacheco should adjust his style of play, or do you love the physical advantage he brings to the table? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. I want to hear from you. And if you haven't already, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for the latest Chiefs news. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, go Chiefs!